everybody, welcome to today's show. My name is Sophia Dhahabu, and on today's show we are joined by Emily Wakasa, who is a business expert. Emily, welcome to today's show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Please tell us about yourself and maybe what you do.
Yes, as you've heard, my name is Emily Wakasa. I am an ILO SIYB entrepreneurship trainer. That is, in full, it means International Labor Organization, Start and Improve Your Business Entrepreneurship Program. So I come in as a certified trainer over the same.
What do you mean by entrepreneurship in just a simple language?
Entrepreneurship is whereby someone will get into the desire of having get into business activities with an aim of making a profit. So all business activities revolving around buying and selling with an aim of making a profit is what we call entrepreneurship.
Okay. And you also do mentorship as well?
Of course, once you're a trainer where you help people start businesses, you not just help somebody start a business, the journey begins from there and you continue offering support. And that's now where the mentorship comes in.
Okay. So what if, assume I want to start a business, right? So talk to me about a journey of someone that has never been into business, that wants to come and venture into a new sphere, you know, of business, and she's never done it before. Talk to me about it.
For somebody who has never done any kind of business, it is important to go through a process of generating a business idea. This is a process whereby you take yourself through different ways of generating a business idea to be able to know where you have strength, and it starts at a point whereby you want to assess your abilities as an entrepreneur. Do you have what it takes to get into business? Are you a risk taker? Do you have the capacity of handling stress and such like? So you begin a process of generating a business idea where now at the end of it you come up with a list of business ideas and then identify one that you know you will be able now to start the business in that area.
So how do you pick that one?
Exactly. There are different ways of generating business ideas. Like, for example, we can go through, it's a whole training I can take you through. You can go through the process of brainstorming, where you're just trying to think wide, and then now, what can I do? Like, I want to engage into this business, what is needed? You'll also look at such things like passion. What are you passionate about, like talents and hobbies? And now these are the things you'll convert them into business activities. Or you can also draw from experience. Maybe you've ever been employed, you're drawing from a personal experience or from other successful business people, and you get a business idea.
So after that, does it mean that you can start immediately?
That's a very good question. The journey, entrepreneurship is a lonely journey. We'll not just say you get a business idea and jump into it. First, you must study. We call it a market research. You'll have to carry out a market research, try to identify with this kind of business. Remember, it's all about the needs of the customers. So will I be able to get customers in that area? And again, what is needed in terms of the required capital? So it's a whole process where we now prepare a business plan, which is a roadmap. You have the idea, now you will need customers, your location, the process, and also in terms of capital to start the business.
So you just don't shoot into it and dive into it?
No. I usually believe whenever you want just to jump into a business and start, you know, there are so many things you don't know. You don't know the competitors you're going to meet in the market. You don't know if the customers... Remember, you want to satisfy the needs of the customers. So that business idea, will it meet the needs of the customers around your place? So you don't just start. Take time to do, like I've said, a market research, look around, and do you have also assess your readiness to start that business in terms of what I've mentioned, capital. Do you have the social support? Do you have the financial support to start the business?
So what of if for instance, I have the passion, I have the idea, I have everything, but my capital is very small, yet I still want to get to that goal. I have seen the picture, the end result. How do you transfer this to that particular place?
what I usually say, in the process of helping potential entrepreneurs start businesses, we go through a process where I've said business planning, and we'll do the costings. We'll get all the costs that you need. And sometimes I would also want to encourage people to start small. Because remember, you've never done businesses, and you also want to understand the trends. So you start small. Of course, we've done the costing. We've been able to know you want to venture into selling second-hand clothes.
Yeah.
We've already said maybe you need capital like that's 10,000 Kenyan shillings. So once you start, it's not a matter of the capital is small. We have gone through a process, and we know you require this amount of money. And I'm encouraging us to start small so that we keep growing the businesses.
So how, for instance, let's talk about the second-hand kind of business.
Yes.
How small, and what is small in that business, for instance?
I always believe you can even start mitumba, second-hand clothes, even with 2,000 Kenyan shillings or 5,000 Kenyan shillings. The issue here with potential entrepreneurs, you may be scared, like you need a lot of money to get a lot of stock. But remember, you still want to understand the business trends. You still want to understand the day-to-day in terms of how a customer is consuming your product, so that you keep increasing your stock. So start small, learn your lessons, and then grow the business.
So you've talked about learn your lessons.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the habits. The habits that you've never been to this sphere before, you've never been to this space before. What are some of the habits that we must leave from behind, or we are coming to meet in there? What are the things that we need to develop when we are in the business or doing the business?
We always say that for an entrepreneur and you're doing business, you need to have good budgeting skills. Like budget, always have a budget. And this will inform your spending. Remember, you don't want to mix your personal expenses with the business expenses. So separate these two things to be able to know how your business is performing. Because remember, you are starting a business that you really want to get more income to satisfy your needs. So you must be somebody who draws a budget. And we can also say you must be a good saver. A good entrepreneur will not consume everything. Once you have your capital that you've injected into your business, as you keep receiving your daily sales, set aside some money for a rainy day. Even if it means buying more stock, there is that money you'll keep aside in preparation for tomorrow and some emergencies that come about. Of course, it's a whole process. We can take you through how now it comes to managing the business. But you also must keep records. Whatever you're getting, what are your sales, what are your purchases, capture all the costs in that business. Yes.
So let's talk about that saving aspect. Most of the times I think I've done business before and it failed. I've done it, I think, once and it failed. So I used to put in, I used to get money out of it, like after I've sold, gotten the money that I bought it with. So the little income that I'm getting, let's say for example, it's 500 Kenya shillings. I'd be like, let me first be eating the profits. The profits have started coming in. Let me enjoy, let me use it for transport, let me use it for what. But I didn't know that the business maybe needed literally that, the profit that I'm getting. How do you, manage the first profits that are coming in? What do you do with them? Do you take them in? What do you do with them?
Any business that one person is starting takes a process to grow and even what we call break even, like at a point where now you're getting profits. So as I've said, whenever you have records, and remember you are separating your personal needs from the expenses of the business so that you're able to clearly know the financial position of your business. So don't just get into your cash box and you're picking money,
But my question would be, Emily, I'm already getting profit. You understand? This is profit that is coming and there are bills to be met.
So as you're getting your profits, remember I've mentioned about budgeting. Don't over budget so that you're consuming your all profit. This profit, set aside a good percentage where you save so that after you have taken what you need to take for your personal needs, you're also leaving something for the business to, like savings.
Okay.
So it all goes on budgeting and planning. Business planning is very important. So some of these things, as the business is growing, you start identifying challenges and going back to the planning. Maybe yes, it's making profits, but again, your personal needs are too high. So you need to make a balance. But of importance is make sure you are having some savings.
Do you think that people are eating of the profits earlier than expected?
Exactly. Most, let me call them the micro, small enterprises, the small businesses we are talking about. You'll realize that even before they clearly get to know the profits, because of their needs maybe. So somebody begins to eat into the business, and then after a few days or some few months, the business collapses, and you're blaming the business, but not necessarily the business, but it's because of your needs. So in that case, you also need to diversify. You like have many different business activities that will generate more income.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's a very good one. Yeah. I didn't know that. So my next question would be, what are the where did you, because how long have you been a trainer in business first? Professionally, I'm a trained teacher, but most of the better part, I was employed working in a financial institution. Then after a little while, I desired to start my own business. And from the experience I had in advancing, I was a credit officer where I was advancing people money, that is way back in the slums. And I realized that I would advance this money, but they would not paying back was a problem. There were challenges in debt, like managing debt was a problem. So I took back and said, I think I can go back to the community and teach them, or rather train them on how to start viable businesses and businesses that will flourish. And that's where I got my business idea. Now, good. Let me now ask the question, the question that you're all waiting for. What are the challenges you saw that people were going through? They were in business, yet you could still go there and, work there and pick the money out of them, or take their stuff and be like, this is, you are failed, yet they're still doing business. You understand? So what are the challenges that you've seen them going through that you would advise the viewers today?
I've seen challenges like record keeping, where most entrepreneurs are not keeping records, so they are not able to know the financial position of their businesses. So the businesses, they are doing businesses that are making losses. So at the end of the day, by the time the businesses are failing, they're like, oh, my business just failed. But it's a process. Maybe the business started failing 3 months ago. That is one of the challenge I saw. The challenge number 2 is also, some of them don't have the financial support. They don't have where they can access finances. So they are not able to grow their businesses. Then another challenge I also realize is customer experience, how they handle their customers, just through observation. You can go into somebody's business premise, and even the relationship with the customers is too hostile. And I'm thinking, this is where your business will fail. So such are the things that disturbed my heart, and I thought, why can I now be a trainer and a mentor to help entrepreneurs thrive in their businesses?
So you think that's where maybe you got your entrepreneurial spirit?
Exactly. And the practicality part, whereby I was advancing loans as I was working in the financial institution and paying back debt management. Entrepreneurs want to borrow, but they don't want to pay back.
Wow.
So I thought, why can I just go back and help them, teach them all these things to be good payers, but not defaulters.
Okay, good. So my other question would be, that I know that my viewers would like to ask, is how do you decide the location of where to set up your business?
Remember I said, when you're having a business idea, it's not about you. You want to solve the needs of your customers. Okay. So once you have done your research, like in an area like this, you're realizing around here there are no sufficient shops, or around here there are no places where people are washing their cars. So you identify a gap in the market, and then you realize, even through the market research, where you're going around asking customers, potential customers, what is it that can work well here? So it's a process of you intentionally walking out here through observation, through scanning the environment, and identifying what are the needs that the customers want. Because you can come and, I might think I want to train before I come here and do a consultancy firm. But customers here are not interested in my in the consultancy. Maybe what they need is a general shop. So whenever you're thinking of a location of a business, first have the customer in mind. What is it that the customer needs? Are customers here having challenges going long distances to access clothes? So you realize, like businesses like the second-hand clothes, you can even hawk. So you identify the customer's needs, and then you satisfy the needs of the customers.
Now, there are two kinds of people where you look for where to set up your business, and nobody has set up a business out there. Then there is another person that is setting up a business where the other person has still set up the business. And so you have two categories of people. One that is telling you, this one will, go and set up your business where other people have set up that same business. Then another one that is telling you, please go and set up a business where there is no that business, where it's not available. So talk to me about it.
When you're trying to identify a place to set up your business, in most cases, I might walk around and realize that there's a similar business there, but I clearly I've looked at the challenges in that business. For example, their services. That's why I'm insisting. You've done a research and you've realized there is an existing business, but it's not offering, they're having a challenge. So when I set up the same business in that location, remember, as an entrepreneur, we are very unique. I will try and look at what is it that I can do different. Yes. People will buy from you because, number one, they like you. They like you and they know you. So all you'll do around marketing and causing these customers to come are just the small things, the little things that makes a difference. You might decide in that other outlet they're having challenges with handling customers. So you work on your customer experience and still exist in that market, and you still get customers. Again, you're going to set a business at a place where there are no businesses. You need to find out why is it that there are no businesses there. Because, entrepreneurship is not an island, like you'll go and be in an island. Try to identify the challenges around that place. And even whenever you're convinced that you'll have to perform well in that area, clearly now work on your marketing strategies. We are not just opening shops and thinking customers will come. We are marketing our products through promotions, sensitizing people to come. So it's case by case. Don't be worried to set up a business where there's already an existing business. What matters is your marketing skills and what makes a difference. What are some of the gaps that the other outlet is having?
Emily, I have a lot of questions to ask. One being the legal requirements of how to start a business. But because time is not on our side, my viewers, allow us to come live again next week, same time, same place. Please remember to subscribe, like, and follow us.